Hey, good Monday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Monday, June the 19th. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning as we start another week that leads into summer. Summer begins on Wednesday, and it's a time of year that we usually use for a lot of relaxing and recreation and things of that nature. And I'm hopeful that you have some good plans in place. I know I'm still working on mine, but it's a work in progress, as the saying goes. And aren't we all works in progress? And that's something to always think about when we hear the gospel message, which we're about to do right now. So I'm going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear from St. Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 42. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other one to him as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand him over your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn your back on one who wants to borrow." As always, I really believe that Jesus puts these messages out for us with the intention of wanting us to think about it a little bit more than what just is there in front of us. And that challenges us and brings us to a better place in our life and our walk with God. Today's gospel, I don't think, is any exception to that. This is certainly a difficult gospel to digest, one where we look at it and say, oh, really? But sometimes it's helpful to put ourselves in the place of the gospel. And sometimes I believe it's important to look back at what may be happening before the words are offered to us, and sometimes to look ahead. This time I think it's effective to look back. What is this bald guy saying? I'll get to that right now. So we're challenged by Jesus to say, look, we have to accept these difficulties from other people. We have to turn the other cheek. We have to offer forgiveness. We have to, kind of stiffen our lip and don't say things when we should, etc. The list goes on, right? This is the ultimate in restraint and acting only when we really need to. So I'd like to put this into a baseball analogy. If you look at baseball at all, you know that sometimes pitches are thrown and batters swing at pitches way out of the strike zone. They exert their energy, they compromise when the next good pitch is coming in, what they could do with it, and it's sometimes frustrating. And if you played the game, you realize it, and if you watch the game, you can realize it too. That, I believe, is a huge issue to consider when we look at this gospel. There are so many things that we should not swing at. We should just let go. Yes. So many of the things that are kind of contained in what Jesus put into the gospel today are things that happen in our life, people that maybe insult us or say something that we didn't care for. And how many of them can we just let go and not swing at? A lot. Think about it. There's a lot we can let go and not swing at. That gives us the energy, the wisdom, and the preparedness to swing at those that we do need to swing at and handle appropriately with some actions, and then we take the actions that Jesus puts in place and we do our best to follow them. So think about it in the context of that pitch coming in wild, and you're not going to swing at it this time. You're going to offer that restraint. That will give you that much more restraint when the ones that you do have to handle, and it will put your mind and heart in a more peaceful place. How to accomplish this? Well, it takes practice like anything else. But I will urge you to look at our animal friends. Look at the way they let things go. Look at the way they don't swing at wild pitches and overreact to things. They have so much more wisdom in their heart for this all-important area of life. The result? A more peaceful heart for ourselves and a more compassionate world that we can walk in every day. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Monday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. I thank you very much for following me. I appreciate you, and I will see you back here on Tuesday. Take care, everyone.